Welcome to the DATRE Transcripts. Transcript 010. John, this question is from Rick. He says, I found myself recently reading your answers to the vibrational states and thought, wouldn't it be nice if I could ask you how it would be possible for me to change the vibrational state of hearing so that I could listen to my own guides that I am just starting to open up to? DATRE, all right. The vibrational states of the body change when you first begin to relax. When you begin to relax in the hologram, you relax the physical being. The lines between the points, shall we say, simplistically, will stop their frantic vibration and begin to become a straight line. When the lines become straight, the energy flows without restriction. It's like anything else. If you have kinks in everything, it's going to take forever for anything to pass through. As you relax, the kinks begin to straighten out. Your understanding of who you are is one of the things that will begin to eliminate the kinks in your hologram. Because you are no longer struggling to achieve, you are allowing it to happen. Struggling to achieve sets up a vibration, and that puts kinks in it. Anything that you want to easily learn, regardless of what it is, if you relax into it, you straighten out the kinks and it becomes much easier. As an example, very simplistic, those that work upon a computer keyboard. And I use this because in order to make contact, everybody is using the keyboard on the computer. Now, those that sit at these computers all day long are rushing to get the work done because they have a time schedule. They are putting up a tension within their wrist and their fingers that is called Carpal-tunnel-syndrome. All right, there it is. Somebody picked a good word. Tunnel. That's what all these little things are, is tunnels. If you want to use that, because the little nerves and the blood vessels in your wrist and in your hands and in your fingers, they are all little tunnels, just different things going through the tunnels. Someone got that one pretty good. At any rate, if those individuals were in a relaxed state, that with the wrist would never occur. That is why you will find some people, you can see them working like you cannot believe. They never seem to get tired. They can be out chopping wood, they can be working in an office, they can be doing multiple different things. As an example, you look at some of the difficulties in the hand-wrist motion of an individual playing a piano. Just look at what their fingers are going through. I have seen through Aona's eyes those playing those difficult pieces upon your pianos. Now, if that is not more difficult than a little keyboard that is very tiny sitting in front of them, than the great big keyboard and the dexterity of the fingers, those fingers have to press those keys hard in order to make a sound. You have strings relating to the keys, and if you just sit there and just touch them, they're not going to make a sound. Those people have to hit those keys hard in order to make a sound. Your computer keys, you just barely touch them, and away you go, and you've got all kinds of X's or whatever you happen to get your finger on. Now, they will say, well, somebody playing a piano is only playing like for so long. Wrong. You are not looking at the hours they practice. Now, you can watch, like I have, on TV. I have to watch these things in physicality, or I cannot explain to you. I've watched them. They are all over those keyboards. They are not missing a note because there's going to be somebody in the audience that says, they didn't play that very well. They hit a lot of wrong notes. All right. When those people, be it a piano, be it a violin, be it any instrument in any orchestra, when they get into the music, they flow with it. They forget the fighting. A good man playing golf, they practice, and when they begin to become professionals, they no longer think of their wrist action. They no longer think where their body is. The ball is in front of them. The concentration is so intent on hitting that ball. that the minute they begin going backward with their club, automatically the body takes over and hits that ball. I have heard a professional golfer on TV explain this. John, Magic Johnson has said the same thing about basketball. DATRE, and how can he perform that way? He is so in tune with his body, you don't realize. You have no idea how intelligent your body is. If you were to get out of your body and watch your body perform, you would be amazed, because the body knows what to do. It has the genealogy of how many years? My goodness, if the physical bodies do not know how to work now, they are never going to. The only thing that disallows the physical body movement, that is you who are trying to tell the body what to do. John, our tendency to be dictators. DATRE, yes, to the very best friend that you have, your physical being. All right, I know this goes on a long time, but the vibration of hearing, seeing, tasting, smelling, touch, all of these connected to the physical being, if allowed, it will work to a greater extent. The more you allow, the better it gets. The more you allow, the better it gets. That is why the masters in karate can begin in the center of a room, and there are two masters there. They take themselves out of the body and go and sit on the sidelines and watch the body perform. You know that, and Aona knows that, because you have talked to those who do the very same thing. When two masters get together, as he told you, with one false move they can kill each other. He said to do that is quite a feat, because you have to know your body that well. It takes, shall we say, a lot of guts to get out of your body and sit on the sidelines and watch it perform, knowing that if the physical body is killed, you must leave. Just examples. These are people you met. These are people you talked to. It is not a made-up story. So, what I would say to the man that asked the question, relax and allow. That is the very best thing I can tell you. So we will leave you now. Good night. We are DATRE.